Hi, Assalamualaikum. Today we will present our group project which is mobile vulnerabilities. We have 3 group members. The first is Nurdalia binti Muhammad Nur, which is me. The second is Cik Zaid bin Cik Abdul Hadi Barak. And the third is Aina Mahmudah binti Azrin.
Hello, my name is Cik Zaid. I would like to present about our project background. In an increasingly interconnected world, mobile devices has become indivisible tools for communication, productivity, and entertainment. The primary process of this project is to identify, analyze, and mitigate the vulnerabilities associated with mobile devices. By understanding the various forms of vulnerabilities and adopting proactive security measures, individuals and organizations can better protect themselves against mobile security threats and save their digital assets. Next, I will present about our project objective. First, to study specific security breaches or incidents that have occurred in the past. This case study will focus on examining actual instances of vulnerabilities that has been observed in mobile application or operating system. Second, to evaluate how these vulnerabilities have affected both user and organization responsible for the mobile technology. This assessment might include looking at factors such as data breaches, financial loss, damage to reputation, or legal consequence. Third and last, to emphasize the importance of not just understanding the vulnerabilities but also learning how to address them effectively. The case study will delve into various approaches and techniques for identifying, mitigating, and preventing mobile vulnerabilities, potentially including coding practice, penetration testing, and vulnerability scanning and security best practice.
My name is Nurdalia binti Muhammad Nur. So I will present the scope of this project. The scope of this project covers both, which is Android and iOS. So our first point is identification and classification. On this point, we will identify and categorize various types of mobile vulnerabilities. These include software flaws, configuration weaknesses, and design issues. We will explore vulnerabilities related to operating system, firmware, middleware, and application. Our second point is platform analysis. On this point, we will analyze major mobile platforms like iOS and Android. This involves examining inherent vulnerabilities such as privilege escalation, sandbox bypass, and insecure default setting. We will also access the security features and update mechanism of each platform. Our third point is application security. On this point, we will investigating mobile application across different categories is crucial. We will look into app permission, data storage practices, network communication, and the use of third-party libraries to identify potential security risks. The next point is network security. Network security is another critical area. We will explore vulnerabilities in mobile network protocols such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and cellular communication. These include assessing risks associated with interception, eavesdropping, man-in-the-middle attack, and road access point. Our next point is device exploitation. We will also examine how vulnerabilities can be exploited to compromise mobile device security. These include jailbreaking exploit, physical attack, and hardware vulnerabilities. So the next point is mobile web security. Mobile web security is essential to protecting users. Our next point is social engineering and phishing. We will investigate how attackers use this technique to deceive users and compromise their devices or personal information. So our next point is IoT integration. We will consider risks associated with IoT device management, communication protocol, and data exchange between mobile devices and IoT endpoint. Our last point is authentication and authorization. We will look to weak password, biometric authentication bypass, and a secure authentication protocol, as well as authorization flows that could lead to unauthorized access to sensitive data.
There are several key factors that we discover in problems in mobile security breaches. First is outdated software. Many users do not regularly update their operating system, so they're leaving their device easy to known exploits. Second is OS grant permission. OS grant permission allows several apps running in their operating system, which can lead to the data leakage if users do not know about instructive ads. Third is unsecure Wi-Fi. It is easy for attackers to perform a man-in-the-middle attacks. Fourth is bad network configuration. This will allow insecure protocol to be used instead of secure alternative, causing data to be transferred unencrypted and opening the possibility of interception, and attackers do man-in-the-middle attack. An example of insecure protocol is HTTP as opposed to secure HTTPS. 5 is hardware thief. This one can lead to an unauthorized access to sensitive data if users do not put any authentication on their mobile and use weak password. Last but not least is about error on spoofing. Sometimes fingerprint and face recognition system can be full with high quality of reproductions. Thank you.
In this session, I will go to present the result of our comprehensive assessment of mobile vulnerabilities and analyze their impact and mitigation strategies. Our first point in operating system vulnerabilities. We start with operating system. Android open source nature makes it more susceptible to malware attack, with delays in security updates contributing significantly. Many devices run outdated version, exposing them to known exploits like stage fright and quad router. While iOS is more secure, it isn't immune, as seen with vulnerabilities like Pegasus spyware and jailbreak exploit. So our second point is application vulnerabilities. Many applications store sensitive data like password in plain text, making them easily accessible if the device is compromised. Some use outdated or weak encryption, allow attackers to decrypt sensitive data. Our next point is network vulnerabilities. Unsecure Wi-Fi network pose risk of eavesdropping and man-in-the-middle attack, especially on public network. Bluetooth vulnerabilities such as the Bluebond attack allow attackers to take control of devices without physical access. So our next point is hardware vulnerabilities. Hardware vulnerabilities include risks from physical access and malicious component. Devices without proper physical security measure are vulnerable to data theft if stolen. Attackers can also install malicious hardware components like SIM card skimmers to capture data. So our last point is user behavior. User behavior plays a crucial role in mobile security. Downloading apps from untrusted sources increase the risk of malicious software. Our first point for analysis is OS vulnerabilities. The analysis revealed that a large percentage of Android devices operate on outdated software, increased exploitation risk. This is less prevalent in iOS devices due to Apple's centralized update mechanism. Implementing automatic updates and encouraging timely patches can significantly reduce the vulnerability. So our second point for analysis is application vulnerabilities. Application vulnerabilities pose significant risk to user privacy and data integrity. Developers should adopt secure coding practices, use strong encryption, and ensure secure data storage. Our third point is network vulnerabilities. Network vulnerabilities present substantial threats from eavesdropping and man-in-the-middle attack. Educating users about the risk of public Wi-Fi, encouraging VPN use, and securing communication protocol can mitigate these vulnerabilities. So our next point for analysis is hardware vulnerabilities. Hardware vulnerabilities from physical access and malicious components pose significant risks. Enable device encryption and using secure authentication method like biometric can protect data even if a device is compromised. Awareness about the malicious hardware components should be raised. Our last point for analysis is user behavior. User behavior greatly influences mobile security. Risky behavior like downloading apps from untrusted source, neglecting updates, and using weak password increase vulnerability exposure. Continuous user education on mobile security best practices is essential to improve the overall security posture. So here a visual representation showing the severity of various vulnerabilities and the effectiveness of mitigation strategies. As we can see, operating system vulnerabilities have the highest severity, but with effective mitigation, we can significantly reduce their impact.
Methodology. The rapid proliferance of mobile devices in recent years has transformed how individuals interact with technology, providing unprecedented convenience and connectivity. However, this widespread adoption has also brought forth numerous security challenges, as mobile devices are increasingly targeted by malicious actors seeking to exploit vulnerability for functional gain or data theft. This is what we present, a detailing methodology for studying mobile vulnerability, encompassing key steps from literature review to practice case study. First is lecturer review. A crucial initial step in understanding mobile vulnerability is conducting a comprehensive literature review. The objective is to gather and analyze existing research, study, and report on various aspects of mobile vulnerability. Then, a source. Utilize academic journal, conference proceeding, industry report, and reputable security blog. After that, focus area. Explore vulnerability in mobile operating system, application, network protocol, and user-related security behavior. Next is a threat. Identify emerging threat and involving defense mechanism in mobile security. Second is vulnerability identification. After establish a foundation through literature review, the next phase involves identifying vulnerability within mobile device and application. Static analysis. Employ automated tools to analyze source code for non-vulnerability, such as insecure data storage, encryption data method, and improper input validation. After that, dynamic analysis. Execute mobile application in controlled environment to observe real-time behavior and identifying vulnerability that manifests during runtime interaction. Next is manual code review. Engage security experts to conduct in-depth manual examination of critical code segments, uncovering complex vulnerability that automated tools may overlook, such as logic flaws and undocumented backdoor. Besides that, penetration testing. simulate real-world attack scenario to probe for vulnerability across different attack vectors. They are using framework mobile security testing guideline. Third is vulnerability analysis. Once vulnerabilities are identified, they undergo analysis to assess their severity and potential impact. The categorization is clarify vulnerability based on type and severity level. The impact assessment is evaluate the potential consequence of each vulnerability on the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of mobile system and data. This includes assessing risks such as data breach, unauthorized access, and financial loss. The exploitable evaluation is analyze the easy with each vulnerability could be exploited by attackers, considering factors such as technical complexity and accessibility of attack vector. Fourth is mitigation strategy. Based on vulnerability analysis, develop and implement proactive measures to mitigate identified risks. Patch management. Collaborate with vendor to developer and deploy timely patch and update that address non-vulnerability in mobile operating system and application. Next, secure coding practice. Establish and enforce guidelines for developer to follow secure coding practice throughout the software development lifecycle. It's minimizing the introduction of new vulnerability. After that, user education. Conduct awareness campaign to educate user about safe mobile usage practice, including software update, app source verification, and protection of personal information. Then, security tools deployment. Deploy and configure security tools such as antivirus software, firewalls, and intrusion detection system to monitor and defend against potential threat. Fifth is case study. To illustrate practical application and derive insight, document and analyze real-world incident of mobile vulnerability. Incident documentation is record detail of significant security breach and vulnerability exploit in mobile environment. Then the analysis. Conduct true analysis of each case study, identifying root cause, impact of affected parties, and effectiveness of existing security measure. Then, lesson learned. Extract actionable lesson and best practice from case study to improve mobile security policy, procedure, and incident response strategy. Last but not least, the study of mobile vulnerability revealed a complex landscape where the convenience and connectivity of mobile devices intersect with significant security risks. By embracing this conclusion and integrating them into comprehensive security strategy, organizations can significantly enhance the resilience of mobile devices and protect users from potential threats. As the mobile technology landscape continues to evolve, adaptation to new threats and collaboration will remain critical in maintaining robust mobile security practice. Through constant effort and a commitment to security best practice, stakeholders can create a safe mobile environment, ensuring that the benefits of mobile technology are enjoyed without compromising privacy or security.